Hello, everybody. Faithful here. I came to do your daily read for September the 9th, 2019. I hope all is well for everybody. And for those who are returning, thank you for coming back. And for those who are new to my channel, please thank you for coming out. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. I do daily reads um, for all signs. I'm trying to get every single day on here. Um, The next thing I want to say is I hope all is well and I hope everyone is having a wonderful, fantastic day and they're focusing on their goals and they're moving forward. And they're also calling on spirit for guidance if they need it. Don't be afraid, you guys. Spirit wants you to um, assist him in everything that you feel like is a struggle to you and you can't get through it. So that's just something that I really believe in. I really believe if you're down and out and you feel like you can't go at it anymore, just call on spirit because he's with you. Okay. Um, with that being said, the prayer of the day, the verse of the day is take my side, God. I am getting kicked around, stomped on every day. Not a day goes by, but somebody beats me up. They make it their duty to beat me up. When I get really afraid, I come to you in trust. I'm proud to praise God, fearless now. I trust in God. What can mere mortals do? Okay? And that is Psalms 56 and 3. So that's chapter 56, verse 3. Okay? And that is the message that Spirit is putting on my heart to give to you guys today. Okay, and the meaning of that, the mirror image of it, it says, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you, meaning you put your trust in the Lord. Okay, whenever you feel afraid. All right, you guys. Um, so with that being said, so let's just move on with the daily message and see what Spirit has for us today. Okay, I'll pull from my power deck and whatever else Spirit wants me to pull from. If He wants me to do some tarot, I wanted to check back with you guys to see if you guys went into silence mode or if you guys, you know, are focusing on, centering yourself to make decisions and no rush decisions. Make the power making this decision of power, basically, like just taking your power back and not feeling defeated or not worthy. When you start feeling like that, just call on the power of the Lord and He'll place that spirit right down inside of you and guide you the way that you need to go. Um, Before I get started, I wanted to start some calming music so we can go at this calmly. All right. But yeah, always remember when you're afraid, just put your trust in the Lord and He'll definitely deliver you. Okay? Definitely will deliver you. I wanted to say a prayer as well before I get started. Prioritizing my vision makes all the difference in my life. And thank you. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so the prayer that I wanted to say to the Lord is, Lord, please only your trustworthy messages come through these cards, come through me. Please make my heart your home and just give us the guidance that we need today. Um, and just be with us. I accept you here in this room. Please make your presence for me so I can get the daily message out for my viewers. Lord, please continue to walk with me. Not only walk with me, walk with anyone that clicks on this video and give them the guidance that they may need. Um, and I thank you for everything that you have done for us in this life. And I thank you in advance for the things that you will change in our life. Lord, please, only your trustworthy messages come through these cards, and you guide this message, Lord Jesus. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Amen. All right, some of you guys could be going through grief, okay? But you got to gather the strength here, okay? That's what Spirit is saying. And grief doesn't necessarily have to be that someone passed. It could be you're grieving the loss of a job or something like that. And you're at that grieving stage. Sorry, guys, I was kind of how I feel right now. Spirit is asking you to balance. You guys got skills that you guys can use. If you guys lost a job, use your skills. Use your skills that you guys have, that you learned. Okay? The Spirit is telling you to don't forget that you have skills in that area. And that's not the only job. It's not the only place that you can work at. All right? It's time to utilize your skills. Destiny was what we had yesterday. We pulled that yesterday. Hello, welcome out to the channel. I know most of everybody's at work right now. So just take your time to view the message when you get off or if you go on break. Spirit, what is it that you want my viewers to know today? Okay, Spirit, what else is it that you want my viewers to know? So we got vision and we got flow. Vision and flow. Okay? What else is it, Spirit, that you want us to know? It's not wasting any time for this message. Spirit, what else is it that you want my viewers to know? Spirit, what else is it that you want my viewers to know? Spirit, what else is it that you want my viewers to know? And quickening. All right. What else, Spirit? Force. Spirit, what else? Spirit, what else is it that you want my viewers to know? Truth. He's here with us, as always. He wants you guys to see the truth. Have a vision of the truth that fell right underneath. Vision. Spirit, what else is it that you want us to know? Spirit, what else is it that you want us to know? I'm going to take this card because it keeps popping up in grief. Right? Spirit is wanting you to read this first, okay? That's the overall energy that we could be dealing with right now at the moment. Give me 1 second. I had to bring my drink. Okay. All right. So with my grief message, that I felt like Spirit is bringing me to read about, um, cause some of you guys may be feeling this, or this just could be the energy that's around right now. All right. And with the grief card is, where's my book? I like to read them from the book because it gives another illustration as well. Just number 19. All right. And with the grief card, it says grief deepens you, allowing you to explore the perimeter of your soul. Grief is the only gateway to certain levels of consciousness, and it is a hard task master. Through grief, you can explore every aspect of your dark side: anger, pain, abandonment, terror, loneliness. Aspects of the sacred wound that aspects of the sacred wound that we usually try to ignore in your daily lives. Grief forces you to acknowledge those parts of yourself that are not yet healed. If you can look at grief as a teaching, you will grow. If you can look at grief with awareness and an open heart, it is one of the greatest teachers of all. The seeds of wisdom and enlightenment are planted within the wounds of grief. What is lost can come back to us again in a higher way. Okay? So, a lot of you guys that could be grieving right now of a loss, um, I just wish you guys all the best because sometimes grieving, um, it's a part of your, like when you're grieving, it's a part of the darker side of you because you have so much anger and pain and abandonment and terror and loneliness deep down inside of you. Spirit wants you to look at grief as a teaching. Okay, like this is something to teach you, teaching you to grow. Okay, um, if you can look at grief, and he wants you to look at grief with awareness and an open heart, it is one of the greatest teachers of all. So, Spirit is trying to teach us something here for those who may be grieving. Try to look at it as a teaching mechanism, okay? It's a very hard task to master, but Spirit is asking you to look at it differently, okay? He knows that you guys could be angry, in pain, feeling abandoned, um, maybe terror or loneliness or feeling lonely. Um, but Spirit is saying, look at it differently. Look at it as of a learning situation, especially if it's a job situation where if you lost the job, He will definitely replenish you with something better. So that's another thing that reason why He wants you to look at it in a different way because sometimes things may be taken away from you because He has something better for you. Okay, what loss can come back as again in a higher way. All right. With this painting here, it's a someone. It's like a picture of someone sad. Okay. The painting is illustrated first noble truth. So much of life involves suffering and loss, but getting strength, but great strength is brought to us through grief, and the choice is present. You can choose to learn from the experience and remain soft and kind, and you can choose to become hardened in the cycle. Do not miss the lesson you are here to discover, even in grief. This weeping Buddha is a symbol of the shaman's going deeply within himself into the depths of his grief. Hold grief in his hands before a solitary rose. The rose, the rose sits upon a stone altar in the shadow waters of a rocky ocean shore. The tide has gone out, symbolizing the eliminations of desires, finally transcending is at hand. Okay? The rose is one of the understanding, recognizing the sadness and grief are only one side of double edged swords. On the other side is peace, joy, and tranquility in the knowledge that we are all one. This is a teaching of the West because grief takes us into deep reflective thoughts, okay? Delving into our unconscious life to find the strength to transcend. In every death, there's a rebirth and transformation. Do not be afraid to learn the lesson that are to be found in grief. Okay? So don't be afraid. Spirit is telling you don't be afraid for the second time here. Um, when you may be feeling sad or abandoned or anything like that, learn from the lesson. Learn from the feeling of grief. Okay? The next card we pulled was flow. All right? That's the number 6 card, which is states the flower the flower of your being begins to bloom when you move with the flow of life. This is a process of letting go, moving in your conscious out of your mind and into your body mind, or shaman center, which is inches or two below your navel. Feel your receptive as you become still. Watch the waterfall flow as if you were a mountain high above it. Be sincere, at ease, and totally within your power. Then let the waterfall of life work for you. Become like a twig carrying on its rushing surface. Because become one with the water dissolving in the sense of your mind and living totally in your instinctual nature. Let go and relax into the external flow. Okay. The painting is entitled Flower Song. Flow the flowing water, as in life, it is easy to float downstream with the driftwood, but every centuries that paddles upstream against the current. Because this is the South card, it is teaching you about your physical self and about letting go physically as well as mentally. To get into the flow of energy in the universe, move into the essential side of your nature. The universe of the stars and planets at the bottom of the waterfall indicate that the universe of your inner self, the highest part of your inner being. It is through this life on earth, represented by the mountainside and the waterfall, that you can move into the eternity of enlightenment and sacred flow. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to let things flow, let go and relax, and let things flow. Okay, the next card we got is Vision, which is card number 41. You guys have a vision, but it could be very blurry right now because of the grief and that you guys could be experiencing here. All right. With the vision card, this is more of, I think this is more of a positive message that kind of like guides us to, to taking steps at what it is the spirit is wanting us to, all to do. Okay. All right. At times you will have less vision, and because of that dimness, you will become unbalanced in your seeing, and you will see everything, your stones, every stone, every machine, every tree as being dead rather than alive. As your vision grows, it's still within the city, being to see that the stones and the plants and the machines are alive. Even the dead trees have passed through the gateway in the west. Their spirit carries the dreaming shield or the congregation of the experience of your life. Being to see the life within every object. Being is see, being to see the sacredness in all things, in the energy, their color, their luminous forms, their shadows, beings. Then you will become strong. See power all around you. It is you. When you do, you will have true vision. Okay? And the painting in this one is it's like a Buddha sitting in the city. Okay? So no matter where you are, you could be sitting at anywhere. Just, begin to see it as a sacredness in all things, okay? In their energy, their color, their luminous form, their shadow being. Then once you do that, you will become stronger. See the power around you as it is you, okay? And when you do that, you will have true vision. The painting is entitled City of Light. It is about knowledge and the juxtaposition of the ancients and current symbols that live within us. Here is Vajravidya, a perfect being facing the easterly directions with the traditional Vajra, which is thunderbolt, and Gauta, which is the bell in his hand, symbolizing the power of God, the wisdom and compassion within each of us. This this stands tall in centeredness as we all strive to do. Don't be distracted by the surrounding buildings of circumstance. Stay centered in your vision of sacredness and rise above the ordinary pain of life. Okay, so open up your vision, okay, and just begin to see life within every object, okay? Um, Begin to see sacredness in all things, in their energy, in their color, in their luminous form, and in their shadow being. You'll become stronger and see everything around you. It's you, okay? Once you start seeing things like that, you'll have true vision, like seeing things for what it is that's going on in your life, okay? And that's all. Like you can see, like how this person is sitting in the middle of the city, and if you guys know how it is, like in a busy city, it could be a lot of stuff going on. It could be kind of like chaotic everywhere, but you got to be able to come within center of your own self to um to understand and have this clear vision of of why you are going through the things that you're going through. Okay, um, all right, and why you are visioning things. Some of you guys may feel like you can't see where it is the spirit is trying to take you. Okay, and you guys may feel sad about that. All right, spirit is asking you to quickening. That's the number 5 card. Okay, take my side, God, and put me back together. Okay. You can never really teach a warrior about the unknown with words. You must use experience. But if you look into the eyes of a woman of power, you may catch up with her a little. She has years of truth ahead of you. However, her eyes can quicken you like a river herd heading toward the rapids. Open yourself with love, not with understanding. You cannot love with your mind. Listen from your heart. If a camel is walking down a path and another camel passes him, the first camel will go faster to keep up. This is how power works. Don't learn everything with your mind. Quicken your spirit by letting go of attachments and moving to the stronger vibration of power. Okay, letting go, you guys. Some of you guys, spirit is basically letting us know to let go. Okay, let go of things that you know you can't control. Let go of the grief, let go of the pain, let go of the abandonment feeling that you may be experiencing. Okay, and the painting in this is the search party. It symbolizes the journey of discovery through a sacred land of the South. The universe is captured by the mountains, their sandstone, speaking of an ancient quality of sacredness. Meanwhile, the University of Power hovers as a sphere in the void, the great mystery. To find power and enlightenment, you must quicken your vibration to a higher level by letting go of negative thought patterns. Okay, so Spirit is asking you to let go of all of the negative thought patterns. As you can see, we went from grief to flow to vision and quickening, and every single card is basically just letting us know how to deal with grief. Okay, by letting things flow and clearing your vision and letting go of things that are negative. Okay, like the negative aspect of why you could be grieving or why you may be going through the things that you are going through. Spirit is telling you to let go of that. Okay, although you may be feeling like you're grieving, okay, just go with the flow of life, all right, and just open up your vision, open up your heart, okay, and carry your spirit with the dreaming shield, okay. Um, don't learn everything with your mind. Quicken your spirit by letting go of attachments and moving stronger in vibrations of power, okay. Force is the next card that I pulled. It's kind of like we're going into, you know, everything is going in order, pretty much how it's planned. I'm sorry, I repeated myself. All right. Force. Force lives in your will and comes from your intent. Life is a process of pulling back your bow, aiming your arrow, choosing the target, and shooting. The degree and the quality of the force with which you choose your target and shoot determines your power and your success. Force is built through your integrity of purpose, your physical training, your physical tuning, and your balance of spirit and mind. By naming your acts of power, you create force. Follow your innermost passions in life. Empower your will and your strength and force by manifesting your secret dreams. Okay, the painting in this is, oh, that's beautiful. It's like horses running. That's pretty. Okay, with this painting is entitled Wind Horses. Wind horses galloping across the beach of our deepest unconscious symbolizes the importance of force on our path towards power and enlightenment. Force comes from your will, which lives in your shaman center below your navel, and has the power and strength of wild horses at full gallop. The wild horse is an ancient symbol of the state of brilliant joy just before the appreciation enters the plane of enlightenment. Force is the higher strength needed to endure the trials of consciousness and the test of power in the north. Okay, this is basically, you know, forcing you to, you know, go with the flow of things and forcing you to take on your power to overcome anything that you could be experiencing right now. Okay, and to opening up your heart, forcing you to open up your heart and letting go, forcing you to let go, forcing you to be open to things that are positive, forcing you to let go of negative things. Okay, it's just like these horses here that's running down this beach. Okay, follow your innermost passions in life, empower your will and your strength and of force by manifesting your secret dreams. Manifest what it is your dreams are telling you, or whatever you dream to do. Okay, instead of sitting back, being sad, being angry, feeling abandoned, feeling lonely. Okay, all right, that's with the fourth card. And last but not least, which is the truth card, living your sacred truth. Okay, Spirit is asking you guys to live in your sacred truth. And are you living in your sacred truth? Is what he's asking you. Are you living in your sacred truth? Your being is like a spirit lock within this sacred place, is the realization and the divine light of your creation. Living your spirit log, surrounded by peace and joy. Outside your log is the great wilderness where the rest of the world lives. But that wilderness can become a battleground sustained by the blood and ignorance of and an earthly pain. To live lasting power in the world, you must earn the trust of those around you. Most people live without trust and sacred places without a spirit log. And as such, they do not know how to enter the spirit log of others. Live within your sacred truth so that you may know peace and joy in the great wilderness and beyond. Okay, with that being said, you guys, that's why Spirit is telling you to live in your sacred truth. Live in your spirit. Okay, some people can't. Some people don't know nothing about it, or they may they don't live with it without deep down inside of them. So you could be dealing with people that don't have this spirit, okay, or who are not living in their sacred truth, okay, is what this is saying here. With this, basically, Spirit is saying you have the lasting power in the world. You must earn trust of those around you. Okay, and by earning trust around you, you have to be living in your sacred truth. Okay, being who you are down in your spirit by not being negative and teaching others how to live in their sacred truth as well. Um, as he stated again, most people live without trust and a sacred place within and without a spirit log and such. They do not know how to enter into the spirit logs of others. And you will notice that because people will walk away from you. People would, once you get on a touchy subject that they cannot have a civilized conversation, or they're pointing fingers and throwing daggers at you, that means they're not living in their sacred truth, is what I'm getting here with this last card. Okay, and some of us may be grieving because of that, because we felt abandoned, or we may felt lonely or mistreated, or you could be, felt like, okay, I lost my job or a relationship or something like that. But Spirit is asking you to live in your sacred truth. Okay, you cannot control other people's thought patterns or how they treat you. Okay, Spirit is telling you to focus on how you treat people by living in your sacred truth and focusing and forcing living in your sacred truth. Okay, so with that being said, with the power deck, humor, humor fears, humor, fear, and anger awaken the power of your will. In the jockstrol position of realities as an primetative position in the wildness of an urban setting. Find truth. Find your sacred truth. See how you have chosen your illusions as have others, and seek to feel the laughter that holds together your daily dreams. Self-importance blinds you to the source of joy and humor. Awaken the power of your will and find your laughter wholeheartedly. Awaken your sense of humor. Okay? So have a sense of humor, you guys. And trust. Okay? Trust. In love, there must be trust. Without trust, there is no love. Jealousy is an illness of the mind and heart. Trust lives in the logs of your innocence. Heyoki is a warrior of the Native American traditions who goes into battle backwards on his horse with a broken lance, knowing that the Great Spirit will protect him. It is this kind of trust that you need. The imbalanced aspect of particular history resides like stones craving within us. Welcome the new aspect of feminine power to your being, even though they may seem foreign. Trust in the way of divine power and the Great Spirit. Know that you are made of this divine power and live with trust in your heart. Okay, as before, um, where some people like you have to live with trust. Like people have to trust you. You have to be able to live in trust and know and believe and trust and know that this is what spirit is. The feelings that you have is what spirit is trying to let you know. Okay, you have to believe. Okay, you're logical if you didn't believe and trust. Okay, in the truth, have a sense of humor as well. Force that determination of your innermost dreams. Okay, your innermost passions in life. Okay, so that you can manifest your dream. Okay, let go of attachments and move in a stronger vibration of power. All right, vision. Okay, and see the power around you as it is you. Okay, and when you do that, you will have true vision. All right, flow. Flow. Let go and relax into the eternal flow. Become one with water, dissolving the sense of your mind and living totally in an instinctual nature. Okay, sense of humor, being very humorous, being very nice, generous, to people, living in your sacred truth of who you are. Okay, living in your spirit. When you operate from your spirit, no one can tell you that you're being mean, because if you're not operating in your spirit, you operating in your body, in your own individual self of the world, of like how the world reacts. But if you operating in your spirit, you could change the world, you could change people's lives, you can change your own life, you can change your vision of grief and change things around, like when you start operating in your spirit. Okay, I had a paper. Let me see if it's still in my box. Hold on. Hold on, you guys, because I might have that paper, because I had a paper that I wrote down everything on. I wrote, everything that from like how people operate. When you operate from your spirit, when you operate from your body. I don't have it in here, you guys. But basically, it's a big difference when you operating within your spirit and then or when you are operating just from your body, okay, or your soul. So you can operate from three positions. You can operate from your body, you can operate from your soul, and you can operate from your spirit. And you'll get three different ways of life when you operate in different ways, okay? But the most effective way to that spirit wants you guys to operate in is operating your spirit from that place that's deep down inside of you, that where you be in your sacred truth. Okay, operate from that. All right, and magic will happen. All right, you gotta believe. Okay, you gotta believe that life is magical. All right, witness. All right, living your sacred witness. This is the inner place of silence and observing your true identity, getting in touch with who you are, okay? By being humorous, okay? Having a sense of humor, okay? Opening up your vision and operating from a positive aspect and not a negative. Let go of negative attachments, okay? Ways of operating, all right? Illumination, right? Illumination comes as darkness comes, the mirror of your spirit reflects the different images. It is time when the world changes and your being begins to grow. Reflect on a new vision that has been living in the perimeter of your consciousness. An idea is stalking you or awaiting your invitation, a place within your life being. The tonality of your creativity comes after you have begun your work in a sacred painting of your life. It is then that the muse of inspiration surrounding you like eagles and cheering you on to illumination. Take responsibility for your work in your life, and illumination will follow. Things will come to sight. You will start seeing things differently. You will start being illuminated in life. Okay, time. Okay, with what is about time that gives us such power. Okay, the power to change all that exists is back into dust. What is this unseen force acting into the wind? A force that can shape the land as well as lives. Learn to play with time and surreal elements like fish swimming in on the treetops. This is actually fish swimming on the treetops, you guys. Some of this stuff like involves for you to be very, stop breathing, flow, have a vision, quickening your soul, forcing yourself to think differently, having a sense of humor, okay, trust, okay, and know your sacred truth, okay, magic, so magic can happen, living your witness, okay, illuminate things in time, okay. Time is, it's a such a power, okay. It's only because it some people use it as a control or something like that. Or you may be looking at time like, oh, how much time do I have to do things? So you guys operate differently when you are focused on the time of things. When you just let things flow and let things become, let them just be like fish swimming on the treetop. Like fish can't swim on the treetop. If you get what I'm saying, like you see how these fish are like not even worried about, okay, like nothing. They're like literally flowing on a treetop in this picture. Like this picture like illuminates things like that to you guys. So you can kind of get the picture of what I'm trying to say. Okay. A person's power knows how to arrange time. Okay. That's because they're controlling it. It's a control. You guys are someone's control. You are controlling power. Okay. Put on your watch and be aware of the time at which you do everything. Watch the sun, the moon, the transit of the stars. Let's see how we can figure out how we can do all of that without forgetting. Well, without, once you start focusing on all kinds of stuff like that, you be like everything else that's chaos and negative, like it takes you into a whole nother aspect of your life if you can understand what I'm saying here. Okay, be like these fish right here, like they know they're supposed to be in water. In order for them to live, they need water. Okay, okay. um Find out the time that Venus is lower in the sky before dawn. Be aware of your physical cycles. When you get hungry, when you sleep, our society is obsessed with time. So now become time. It's telling you to do all these things for a reason. Okay, because that's how we are. Like we are all obsessed with time. We got to do this by this time. You got to be here by this time. Become time. Okay, become time so you can start focusing on healing your inner spirit. Okay. Um, our society is obsessed with time. So now become time. If you're obsessed with something, it is better to explore it than to deny it. Then it is possible that giving your obsession and letting it take its proper place in your life. Your power depends on your balance used and understanding of time. Okay? Skill is the next card that I got. Okay, express your highest nature, which I spoke of skill when I was shuffling the card skills. came out. Okay, some of us have skills. You have skills. It's time to implement your skills that you have. All right, express your highest nature through the work. And sometimes easiest when your work is not exactly as you wished it to be. There are hidden gifts within friction. Therein lies the secret way to a grateful life. You are not what you do. You work at a higher mirror, providing a reflection of from which to learn in your evolutionary process. The work becomes a higher skill, and tune you begin to fine tune not only physical self, but your spirit. A Zen garden expresses the essence of life in a highly protected skill. Come to the inner truth that produces your true skill by getting in touch with your inner spirit. Okay. All right. And be individuality. When the shield carries reach it, like you gotta like be you. Be you, you guys. With the shield carries, which at the top of the mountains, she never seeks approval because approval is based on doubt. Your strength and wisdoms are celebrated in your unique ability to view the experience of life with new vision. Power lies in individuality and in its ability to see yourself through your own eyes and not through the eyes of others. Be empowered. You must own your power and exist within your own individuality. Okay, Spirit is asking you to do all of this. You don't have to do this with nobody, but Spirit is just wanting you guys to be individual with yourself and know your skills that you've learned. Okay, be time. Okay, illuminate things. Okay, by looking at things differently. Be your sacred witness as well, and magic will happen. Know the truth, know your sacred truth, be who you are from your spirit, operate from your spirit, okay? And trust, okay? Trust, trust your spirit. Trust the way that divine powers is working within you. And know that it is your great spirit that's right there, that's helping you and guiding you, okay? Humor, okay? Humor. Once you become a humorous person, meaning that once you awaken the power of that fear and anger and all of that, that will no longer live inside of you because you have a sense of humor, okay? And you're forcing this ability of your spirit and finding your spirit to come out, okay? Um, you're empowering your will and your strength and force by manifesting your dreams. You're doing what it is that you want to do. You're manifesting your dreams because you are what? You are skilled and you are your own person, okay? Not what no one else wants you to be. Start focusing on what it is that spirit has for you. Your spirit is telling you and what your spirit wants you to do, okay? Not by what nobody else says, okay? This is a guided message, okay? I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. This is just a guided message from spirit, which he's trying to explain to me to explain to you guys that, okay, a lot of us may be dealing with, being not being in your own individuality, okay? Covering up your skills and things like that so you can open up your eyes to, you know to process your skills that you do have, okay? Becoming one with time instead of letting time control you. You be time, okay? Is what spirit is saying. Illumination here, okay? Take responsibility for the work of your life, and illumination will flow. Okay, things will start. You will start seeing things differently. All right. Be your sacred witness. Answer the questions of the reflection nature and conversing with your own sacred witness. Okay, your own, no one else's, yours, individuality, your own. Okay, and then magic comes. Okay, out of your passions and your existence comes magic. All right, have truth. Okay, know believe that your spirit, your sacred place, and realize it that your divine light and your creations live in your spirit life, surrounded by peace and joy. Okay, you want things to be peaceful and joyful in your life. Okay, and the only way for things to be peaceful and joyful is when you operating out of your spirit. Okay, not out of your body, where things of the world. Okay, you have to get in touch with your inner spirit. All right, and trust and know that the way that spirit is, it's where what spirit is trying to lead you is to love yourself. Okay, love others. Okay, and when you operating from your spirit, you radiate with love that's deep down inside of you, because you want people to, you want to do things the way that spirit does things. Okay, all right. Humor is fear. Okay, humor, fear, and anger awaken the power of your will. In a juxtaposition of reality as the primitive position in the wilderness of an urban setting, find truth. See how you have chosen your illusions as as have others, and seek a feeling of laughter and hold together your daily dreams. Self importance blinds you to those sources of joy and humor. Awaken the power of your will and find your laughter wholeheartedly. Awaken your sense of humor, okay? And make yourself laugh, okay? And then you can make others laugh, okay? Laugh at the things that you think are funny, okay? Have a sense of humor. Okay, I do that all the time in my videos. I do. I'll be looking at it and I'll be saying stuff funny, and I start laughing because I know it sounds crazy to you guys, but I'm like, girl, you know you messed that up a little bit, but just laugh at yourself sometimes. No one's perfect. Okay, know that no one's perfect, and you are allowed to have that sense of humor. All right, have strength. All right. The person who upsets you the most in your life is the one of your best teachers. If that person can get inside your head, turn you around, and confuse you, you know that you still do not understand what you are doing. You need more strength. Learn by seeing that your life is teaching, like the red lotus healing its pain and inner solitude. Gain strength from entering your wounds and learning from them. The magician remembers the trail and takes a different one, even if it is more difficult. In this way, you create your own path as your blind strength from it. Okay, have the strength to open up your spirit, be more loving, and operate from that position. Okay, silence. All right, back to what it was yesterday that I was talking about, you guys. Before making a decision of power, move into that place of silence and serenity deep within you. Sit anywhere, close your eyes, and flow your breath in and out. And follow your breath in and out. See, I just did it again, like slow. Like, okay, slow is what we need to do, but this says follow clearly, and I'm messing it up. But follow your breath in and out. On the third installation, take the breath down into your belly, located in your navel, below your navel. Visualize your place of power, holding that guarding sun and disk of radiant brilliance within you. Observe the silence like a deer in the misty marshland. If you are in pain, use your consciousness to find where the pain lives within your body. Then move it to that pain and beyond it until you find the source of silence. In this silence lives your sacred witness, that which sees all and known all and is all that you are. Power is born within silence. Okay. In order to be able to, in order to be able to have all of these things going on in your life, you have to get in touch with your spirit side. Okay. All of these things speak of your spirit side, and trust and know the truth and the magic that can happen behind that. You have to first believe as well that you are your own person, and your visions and flow and all of this grief and stuff that you're going that you're dealing with. Um it you 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 have to, you have to believe in order for these things to work. If you don't believe, then you're going to still operate in grief. You're going to be really grieving and being sad and angry at yourself, because you're letting people get to you and stuff like that. Like, no, you have to silence yourself from chaos and pandemonium and stuff that's going on around you, so you can operating your spirit. All right. Imagination. All right. Explore the wildness of your own soul through contemplation brings you the altar of your imagination. To have a circle of imagination in your being, walk with the untamed, wild, instructional side of your nature all the time knowing its power. Look at a woman aware of her pregnancy as she moves through her round of daily tasks. You need not focus on the unborn life in order for its nature to continue to grow. Always remember that inspiration often comes from reflection after the seed is created, it is creatively planted. Once you begin your creative work, the energy of the universe comes to you and imagination flows. Okay? So all of this will flow once you start silencing things and centering yourself. Just just like they said as a pregnant woman, like when we have babies and stuff like that, we know we have a baby deep down inside of us, but we are putting things into our bodies that make the baby healthy, okay, and make you healthy. You want a nice recovery. You don't want to go in labor early, so you're going to do all of the positive things to help that baby grow, right? Okay, that's just like planting a seed. You plant a seed outside to maybe you planted a rose petal, a tree, and you want the rose to grow. So you're gonna water it. You're gonna plant it and you're gonna water it. Okay. And you're not gonna be sitting out there watching it grow, like looking right at it. No, you're gonna let it nurture it. You're gonna nurture it. You're gonna, put whatever on it, water it, whatever. You're gonna do everything that you know that plant needs. Give it sun, give it shade. You're gonna plant it in the area where you know that these things will grow. Do that with yourself, with your spirit. Nurture it. Okay. And by doing that, you tap into your feminine energy. Okay, the world is buried of female consciousness. To bring Mother Earth back into balance, you must bring back our awareness of her. Language is a barrier between us, but women has always communed with women in unspoken language. Her roots and her entwined with the essence of Mother Earth, for she too is feminine. Women is a keeper of the planet and must not let her energy be uprooted by the male system within men and women. We are all in need of world harmony. Mother Earth has been misunderstood, but she is the universal link. She is the womb for all that lives. Feminine consciousness is an energy that embodies the wisdom you need at all moments, at all times. Operate in your feminine energy, being very loving and caring and, nurturing, just like Mother Earth. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for the power deck for you guys. I'll pull a magical fairy card for us. All right. I always say I'm going to end this video. It's too long and all of that, but it's just, I feel like it's a lot of stuff that I be having to say, just for you guys to understand what it is the spirit is trying to get you guys to do. And what it sounds like to me is that spirit wants you to um, get more in tune with your spirit. Okay, operate like he does. All right. Yeah, we go through things and we have a lot of things going on, but spirit wants you to have trust and know live in your sacred truth of who you are, okay, and be individual. Get in touch with your sense of humor, okay. Let go of negative things. It's going to take practice to do this, okay, and that's like meditating and stuff like that. The more you do it, okay, like on a daily, with daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence, okay, to where you'll be in affirmations, okay, because your desires are within reach, okay. So practice with the practice card, basically, the more you do it, the more you start focusing and meditating and bringing yourself to polish your skills and talents and stuff like that by being individual, by forcing yourself to get rid of negative things and letting go of things that no longer serve you, illuminating things by, just balancing yourself, okay? Practice, 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 okay? With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. The fairies love to play musical instruments, and they know that consistency practice increases their enjoyment, confidence, and competency. In the same vein, you drew this card because you've been asked to accomplish something. The answer is for you to invest time practicing and working on your goals daily. Even a few minutes will add up to the big progress. For an example, write on pages daily will lead you to a complete book by the end of the year. Push yourself to practice beginning today. Okay, take a new hobby or skill, join a class to learn something new, open a private practice, conducting healing or other one-on-one work. Take private lessons to polish your skills. It is time to showcase your talents publicly. Take action steps towards your goals in order to realizing of your dreams. Okay, so with that being said, the practice is, that actually it actually symbolizes everything that we went through in all of these cards here. Okay, practice to practice to have strength. Okay, practice forcing yourself to find your to empower yourself. Okay, awaken your sense of humor. Okay, and practice doing that. Okay, by knowing, becoming, finding truth in things, all right, and you, all right, trust, okay, know that you are made of this divine power. Know it that this is down inside of you. Practice that. You need to practice that, okay. Truth, okay. Living your sacred truth always, okay. You have to always believe, okay? Believe that this will work. Once you start practicing, getting in touch with your more feminine spirit side, okay, magic will happen. Okay, living your sacred witness with this inner place of silence, observing the true identity and therefore your true power. Okay, know your sacred witness of who you are. Okay, it's time when the world changes and your being begins to grow. Reflect on a new vision, okay, that has been living on the perimeter of your consciousness. An idea is stalking you and awaits your invitation, a place within you to begin life. The tonality of your creativity comes after you have begun your work on a sacred painting or your life. It is then that the music, the inspiration surrounding you like an eagle is cheering you on in illumination. Take responsibility for your work and your life, and illumination will follow. Okay, so illumination. Okay, practice your paintings, practice everything, something that's deep down inside of you that spirit is wanting you to just bring out to the world. Okay, become time. All right, practice becoming time. Practice becoming time and not letting time control you. Practice doing that. Okay? If you are obsessed with time, it is better to obsess and let it take its purpose place in your life. Your power depends on your balance using the understanding of time. You got to understand time in order to be time. Okay? Skills. All right? Come to an inner truth that producing true skills. Okay, there are hidden gifts within friction. Therefore, lies the secret way to a graceful life. You are not what you do. Your work is a higher mirror, providing a reflection from which to learn in your evolutionary process. Okay, then work becomes a higher skill. You are being to fine tune not only your physical self but your spirit self. Okay, find that spirit self individuality. Okay, To be in power, you must own your power and exist within your own individuality. Okay, quickening your spirit by letting go of attachments and moving to a stronger vibration of power. That's what quickening is. Vision. Okay, begin to see the sacredness in all things, and things are energy. Their color, their luminous form, their shadow being. Then you will become strong. See power all around you. It is in you. When you do, you will have a true vision. Okay? Know that you are power. Okay? All right? Become one with the water. This is flow. Become one with the waters, dissolving the sense of your mind and living tonality in your instructional nature. Let go and relax into an essential flow. Let things flow. Practice doing that. Practice letting go of things. Practice letting go of things that are negative and causing you to have grief. Okay? Practice letting go and letting things flow. All right? If you can look at grief with awareness and open heart, it is one of the greatest teachers of all. The seeds of wisdom and enlightenment are planted within the wounds of grief. What is lost can come back to us again in a higher way. Sometimes this is easier said than done, but through grief, you can explore what aspects of the dark side, the anger, the pain, the abandonment, the terror, and the loneliness aspects of a sacred wound that is we usually try to ignore on our daily lives. Grief forces you to acknowledge those parts of yourself that that are not yet healed. Know that you are grieving because you are not healed. If you still are grieving, you are not healed, okay? And you are going through a healing process. If you can look at grief as a teacher, you'll grow. If you can look at grief as awareness and open your heart, it is the one greatest teacher of all. Okay? Look at this as a learning process, okay? And have the strength to do that. All right? Have the strength to do it. All right? Enforce it. All right? And then affirmation. Here we go. Going on positive affirmation. Say positive things about yourself. You drew this card here. You drew this card because there is something you desire right now. You already know what it is. To increase your speed of this manifestation, it is important to uplift your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs to a higher level. Positive affirmations can increase your self confidence and faith, which are two essential and magical ingredients of manifestation. This card is a message for you to say or read positive affirmations and to boost your faith, optimism, and effectiveness in bringing about your desired results. Begin each day with something beneficial, such as praying, meditating, and reading from an uplifting book. Positive. The outcome of the situation you're asking about is dependent upon your optimism, um, which the words that you say and write to ensure that they are positive and in line with your desires. Okay. So just speak positive things. Okay. Practice your affirmations, read them every day. Okay. So you can know what it is so you can manifest more. Once you start speaking positive things out, positive things happen. Okay. About of everything. Okay. Because because your desires are within reach. Okay, have faith that everything is working out in your favor. Know that these things are going to happen. Affirmations. One affirmation: I am. Money comes to me easily and in all kinds of ways. Okay, it's like stuff like that. Thinking positive, not negative. Okay, get rid of the abandonment issues and things that could be possibly holding you back. Okay, and operate from your spirit. Once you start operating from your spirit, everything around you will be positive. Okay, enough beating yourself up about things and crying. Sometimes it's good to cry, but you got to let go of things and trying to control that. Okay, and know that everything is okay. All right, and your wishes will be granted. You are healing and you are healed. Okay, and some of you guys could be a healer. Okay, dietary action, Some things need to change as far as what you eat. You start eating more positive things, and just so you can strong, so you can improve your diet and your life improves. Okay, some things it actually helps you manifest things better once you start putting the right things in your body. Okay, not saying that it's not eat. Sometimes it's hard to change a diet or anything like that, but that's why you got to practice it. You got to practice, changing things in your life. Like, okay, I'm changing things in my life. Okay, and now is the perfect time to do it. All right, you need to heal and open up your heart. All right, emotional healing is here. Okay, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings of love. Open up your heart. Okay, open up your heart. All right, and have patience. Have patience with yourself. Know that things are not going to happen overnight. Know that these things are, these are tests that you are going through, that you are, to try to make sure that you do what it is that you need to do to be positive. Okay? Flower power. Get some exercise. Get out, walk. Touch the ground, touch trees, stuff like that. Okay? Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you are truly desiring. Be honest to yourself, okay? Forgive people if you need to forgive people, okay? Because some of you guys could be holding on to old emotional anger in certain situations, and you have to let that go. I let that go. I let whatever it is, Lord, please, whoever it is that I need to forgive, Lord, please place them on my heart, so I can do that, so I can do this work along with my subscribers. All right. Ask for what it is that you want and tell the universe what it is that you want. All right. You've got the power. All right. And be very assertive and walk away from things that no longer serve you. All right. Travel. Some of you guys are having birthdays coming up, new business ideas are coming up. All right. Be yourself. All right. Be good to your children. Some of you guys could be pregnant, new careers are coming in, spiritual teachers, changing the way you eat, take it easy, connect with nature, and love yourself. Express your individuality, okay? And say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. All right. Hello, baby. Well, that's all I have for you guys. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And, you know, just silence yourself if you have to, so you can know what it is the spirit is trying to tell you to do, okay? And how to strength to do it. All right, sometimes you gotta let go of negative things and change the way you think, change the way you do things, change your process, change your mind. All right. Well, I hope everybody have a wonderful day and love and light. And I hope my messages get to you guys and you guys can utilize them. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week as well by practicing these things the spirit wants us to do. Okay. All right. Love and light, you guys. Have a great day. Look up 3333. I've seen it a lot of times.